Summertime in Britain means just one thing, doesn't it? Cream teas. So I'm in luck. I'm at a county show where yesterday the team behind me made the largest scone in the world. So you're probably guessing one of two counties. But have you got the right one? Find out in a minute. In today's show, I'll be helping a dynamic couple who are keen to earn their keep from their move to the country. We get off to a bumpy start.
I don't know why, it doesn't blow me away.
Then things look more hopeful.
Yes!
And finally, our mystery house puts them completely in a spin. And breathe, dear. And breathe.
I'm worrying how to look after all that.
So, did you plump for the right one? Well, today I'm in Devon in the West Country. Now, the eagle-eyed amongst you will have spotted that because the jam is on the cream, whereas in Cornwall, the cream is on the jam. Now, both counties are fiercely proud of their cream tea tradition. And it was here at the county show in 2010 that the Devonians launched a campaign to claim the cream tea as their very own by protecting it under EU rules, a bit like champagne. So it's a good thing that the landscape around here offers you plenty of opportunity to work off the calories. I can't resist it. I've got to have one more bite. Exactly are today's house hunters looking for. Let's meet them, shall we? Peter and Lynn have lived in this 4-bed chalet bungalow in Winchester in Hampshire for 16 years. With Peter just taking redundancy from his job at the council and Lynn ready to give up her post as a clerical assistant, now seems the perfect time to follow their dream of moving to the countryside to start a new business venture.
When we moved to the country, we were really hoping to run a holiday let business if possible to generate an income for us.
They've agreed on a move to Devon, but whether it's a village location or somewhere more isolated is up for debate.
Pete is more interested in being closer to a village, but I don't mind being slightly more remote if that gives us the opportunity to have some land. I'm quite interested in having some alpacas, although Peter's not quite so keen.
Peter may not share Lynn's alpaca dream, but they do agree on the requirements for inside the property.
We'd like to have a cosy lounge to relax in. It would be nice to have a study as well, wouldn't it? And also, the kitchen doesn't have to be massive, as long as we've got a reasonable sized kitchen. And we'd like preferably 3 bedrooms upstairs so that we can have visitors to come and stay. But we really like something characterful, even quirky.
And with the wish list all set out, they've got a clear idea on how much they've got to spend.
Our budget for this move is £650,000.
We've unearthed some top-notch properties to show our buyers, and as usual, they'll have to guess what they're on the market for before I reveal it to them. The final property is our mystery house, which has royal connections, but will it prove more than they can handle? Peter, Lynn, welcome to Devon in the West Country, South Devon to be precise, and welcome to what could be a new life for you. How exciting.
It is, definitely.
You're both smiling, which is a good start. A new business venture, holiday lets. How do you feel about this? Have you ever done it before?
We've not, no.
We're going for a lifestyle change, so something completely different, and that's what we're really looking forward to.
Let's talk budgets. Are you flexible?
We are. We've got a budget of £650,000 or thereabouts.
OK, it is a lovely county. We've got 2 houses for you to see and the mystery property, of course. Very exciting.
Yes.
I love your smile. Let's hope you're smiling at the end of it. With their £650,000 budget, Peter and Lynn are looking for a character home which gives them comfortable living areas, 3 bedrooms, and crucially they want to earn an income of at least £12,000 from running a holiday let. However, the question of whether they want to be in a village or remote is still open to discussion. To kick-start our property search, we're heading to the popular village of Doddiscombeslea, just outside Dartmoor National Park. Doddiscombeslea is an ancient village set in a conservation area on the ridge in the Holden Hills. It's home to a 16th century pub, a church dating back to the 15th century, and a number of medieval buildings, many of which have thatched roofs. I'm confident that the location of our first house is spot on, as it's on the edge of the village, with stunning views across the Tean Valley. I'm hoping that the first thing that hits you as we approach the house is, how quiet is it?
Very quiet.
Very,
Very quiet.
lovely.
What about the house itself?
Well, it looks as though it's got potential.
Looks good, but I'd really like to look inside to give my full opinion.
OK, I'm getting the impression that you want to get inside. You want to get inside? OK, let's go inside. Originally built in the 1970s, this house isn't chocolate box from the outside, but it has been extensively renovated, and its interior has a very welcoming feel. Got a nice stable door here.
Oh, yes.
We'll explore that part of the house later. That's the annex.
Right.
A little cloakroom there, and they often say that the kitchen is the heart of the house, don't they?
Yes.
Well,
They do.
come on through, just check that view out.
Wow.
That's some view. That is
That
some
is a
view.
lovely view.
It's also got a walk-in larder. It's just got better, hasn't it?
Yeah, that's
And also a utility room through there as well.
The layout of the kitchen is not quite how I'd have the layout. I like clean lines and space normally, and I do find it a little bit cluttered.
Well, there's plenty more to see, so I think we should carry on with our tour, shall we? Come on. So come on through to the lounge reception room. What do you think?
Yeah, looks nice.
Is it big enough?
It's
First thing I have to ask you.
Yes, it's certainly big. Yes, yeah. And
I
it's
like
got-
the way it's got a double aspect, a completely different view in that direction from this direction.
Even in this room that I'm getting a sense of slight disappointment with you.
The house isn't blowing me away yet. And also it's a bit more modern than I would have liked. I wanted something, when we moved, I wanted something with a bit more character to it.
Well, I think this property has lots to offer, but so far none of my enthusiasm for it has rubbed off on Lynn. What will she make of upstairs? The current owners added this entire first floor to create 2 good-sized double bedrooms, a family bathroom and a very generous master bedroom with ensuite shower.
That's a lovely room.
Nice and light.
Isn't it just?
Yes.
It's a lot better headroom than our place.
Current
isn't it?
house, yes.
Yeah,
and it's
yes.
nice to have the ensuite. It's a
Yeah.
lovely room. It is, definitely.
Well, you've gone from quite nice to lovely.
It is. It is. It's growing on me.
Thankfully, Lynn's warming to this house, and I hope we can build on that as we head downstairs to explore the Holiday Let Annex. So, welcome to your annex.
Interesting.
And what does Positive Peter think about this?
Well, so far so good. I would have preferred the accommodation for guests to be in a separate building rather than to be quite so close to our living area.
Although this setup may not be exactly to Peter and Lynn's liking, this annex, with its lounge, 1 double bedroom and bathroom, has a proven track record as a holiday let. They've had long-term lets in, usually about £500 a month, but peak season, a weekly let here would be about 400 quid.
Good. Good. Yeah, that sounds good.
That's encouraging.
What encouraging in what way?
I think the fact that the business has been turning over and is reliable, I think, is a good sign.
And it's a business which they could potentially expand, because at the back of the property there's a garage and a further 4 outbuildings that could, with the relevant planning permission, be turned into holiday lets. The current owners have already created a self-contained annex here, which includes a reception room with an open-plan kitchen and a double bedroom with an ensuite shower. It certainly gives Peter and Lynn a good idea of what might be achievable here. What's more, the 4 acres of land outside gives Lynn double the amount she asked for, and she should be pleased with the new neighbours who'll shortly be moving in to the adjoining fields. Current owners are going to keep 2 of the fields there, and you'll never guess what they're going to put on there.
Go on.
Alpacas.
No.
So your alpacas could bond with their alpacas and maybe make other alpacas. It's a flourishing business. Anyway, you've liked some aspects of it and you haven't liked other aspects of it, it's fair to say, and I think we should talk money, don't you? What do you reckon it's currently on the market for?
I would say £599,000.
Okay. How about you, Lynn?
I'm going to say a little bit more. I think about 610,000.
£610,000. I can tell you that it's currently on the market for £625,000.
Right. Certainly, as we said before, potential.
Food for thought.
Yes.
Peter and Lynn may not have entirely warmed to this property, but as a whole it answers many of the demands on their wish list. Under budget, at £625,000, it has a large bright kitchen and a generously sized living room, along with 3 double bedrooms. There's an existing 1-bedroom holiday let, which achieves £400 a week in peak season, along with various outbuildings which they could develop. Finally, there's 4 acres of land with stunning views over the Tean Valley. country shows are important events for showcasing the very best of what rural life has to offer. And the annual Devon County Show represents one of the biggest highlights in the Southwest's agricultural calendar. With a history stretching back to 1872, it now attracts over 90,000 visitors, including a large number of competitors who come to exhibit their prized animals. And it's all under the watchful eye of Chief Steward and livestock farmer Edward Dark.
Hey Edward, morning, how are you?
I'm fine, how are you this morning?
Good. How long have you been involved with this show?
Me, I've been actually stewarding, 45 years.
Whoa!
Yeah, and I've been chief steward for over 20 years.
How much livestock is there in this show then altogether?
We've got 1,450 sheep, about 550 cattle, and 200 pigs.
Whoa!
Yeah.
So what's actually going on behind us today?
We're actually judging the wool on the hoof.
Wool on the hoof?
That's right, yes.
With around 60 native breeds of sheep in the UK, these wool on the hoof competitions draw together sheep breeders from across the country.
The finest wool is always found down the front shoulders of the animal.
Okay.
We're then looking for the quality to be transmitted right down the back of the sheep, right down to the tops of the hind legs.
Okay.
These are all class winners, and what I'm trying to do now is sort of pick the best from the best, as it were.
Glad you're doing it.
At last, the moment is upon us.
And this is what they're all after, the winning rosette. And who's going to win it? Tension is mounting.
And the overall wool champion is...
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Well done.
Thank you.
Well done. Well done you.
You weren't expecting that, were you? No.
Well, this feels good.
It does indeed, yes.
Congratulations. You have a
Thank you
great
very
day.
much.
Well done.
To get an idea of what recognition in the competitive arena means for farmers, I'm meeting Ollie Allen, the show's secretary.
How important is this for the farmers?
Very important. It's their shop window. An animal can be brought here, and a rosette, which will cost me about £1.50, can make hundreds of pounds difference to the value of that animal.
Is that important?
Yes. Oh yeah.
140 years after its first show, it's great to see Devon's rich cultural heritage is still thriving and so passionately celebrated. But for now, we're returning back to our house hunt. For our second property, we're heading towards the coast to the popular village of Newton Ferrers, situated on the estuary of the River Yelm. The village offers a wide range of amenities, including a post office, 3 pubs and a butcher's shop. In the centre of the village is our second property, whose character will hopefully be more up their street.
There's a lot to take in here.
Okay.
Right.
This is what we thought would be your property. It's a converted barn. What do you think?
Yeah, it looks nice.
It
I've
does
quite
look good.
fancied having a barn, actually.
I didn't even know that.
It's amazing what you find out on this show, you know? So first impression's good.
Yes.
This is
yeah.
good.
It's got a lot of character, hasn't it?
It has.
Yes, certainly.
That's a converted coach house, and the top floor of that is a studio apartment. That would be your rental opportunity.
All right.
Right.
Down below is a garage, you know, and you're living in an area where everyone wants to live. Can't be bad.
No, sounds good.
All we've got to do now is go in and see if you like it. Come on in. Don't be shy. Oh, you're smiling.
That's
So-
more my sort of kitchen.
Very impressive.
Is it too modern for you?
I don't know. I think I could live with it.
Do you like the whole the open plan aspect of it?
Some aspects of it I do. How about you?
Yeah,
Peter?
I do. I like
Listen, you came in all smiles thinking this is brilliant and how you're picking away at it.
You're making me analyse it more now.
Oh, really? I shouldn't do that, should I? That's my problem. We should just go with it's fabulous. Right, let's go. How much do you think it's worth? No. Could you imagine yourself living in this space?
Yeah, it's quite intriguing.
I just want you to tell me how you feel.
I like it. I've just got to think about it a bit more.
While Lynn's gathering her thoughts, we'll explore the remaining rooms, all of which are on one level. There's a double bedroom, a twin room and a shower room. Finally, at the end of the corridor, there's the master bedroom, which has its own ensuite.
Nice bedroom.
Lovely bedroom.
Very nice. Tiny bit small.
I'm not sure how we're going to get all of our stuff and belongings into this property. That's what's beginning to worry me.
You've got a lot of stuff.
Well, we have got...
I've got just the place for you to have a look at.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that the sunroom, which can be also accessed through the house, will fit the bill.
Lovely sun trap, this, isn't it?
Looks nice. Looks
Absolutely.
Lovely. The view's nice.
So, you wanted some storage space for your books. I think this would make a lovely reading room, summer room, office.
It is very nice.
It is nice.
And this is really spacious.
Very private as well.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
There's a door there where you can just go through into
Secret
the...
door?
Yeah, secret door, yeah.
Oh, that's fantastic.
See? We've thought of everything.
Well, at least I hope we have. Time to see what they make of the holiday let.
So you've got a very private courtyard here for your guests.
Yes, that's
Nice, isn't it?
very nice.
Gets the sun at the end of the day, apparently. Come on through.
Downstairs there's an entrance hall with a shower room, but we're heading to the top floor, which has the main accommodation.
Capital P for potential. You've got a functional kitchen on the top of the stairs.
Yeah.
And then, yet again, open plan living space.
Oh, that's very nice. Yes, I like that.
This
Very
is a very
nice.
nice room.
Guess how much on average you get for this room as it is now?
£500?
More or less between £400 and £600.
Yeah, yeah.
Peak season, you're looking closer to the 600.
Yes.
You're looking at about 16 grand a year if you rent this out for 40 weeks.
Really?
Right.
That's very good.
That is good.
That's very good.
So this property would easily make the £12,000 a year they're hoping for. But if they were to renovate the garage, they could increase that figure even more. There's one area of the property that we haven't touched on yet, and that's the land.
So, you've seen the property. And I can't believe you went round the whole thing without saying, where's the land? This is the land. This is the land.
This is the land.
Is that an issue?
I would have liked to have a bit more land, really, to be honest.
2 acres I felt was rather a lot. This is on the other end of the scale, rather a little.
So what do you reckon this whole plot is on the market for?
I think it's going to be nearer the top end of our budget because of the location and the style. So I think at least 650,000.
Okay, 650,000.
I was thinking just a shade below that at 635,000.
It is a quality property and it's currently on the market for £625,000.
I'm surprised at that. Yes.
So it gives you some money to play around
Yes,
Yes, it does.
yes, it
Well,
does. I'm pleasantly surprised at the price.
I am too.
Set in one of the most desirable villages in the area, this barn conversion comes in under budget at £625,000. It has a fantastic open-plan reception room and a large, airy garden room, along with 3 bedrooms. And the separate holiday let currently brings in a healthy annual income of around £16,000.
I think we should take stock, have a relax, and we'll start again tomorrow. How's that?
Sounds good.
Great idea.
As evening falls over the Devon countryside, it marks the end of the first day of our property search.
The sun is out, the skies are blue, there's nothing more for me to do than to find Peter and Lynn their dream property here in South Devon. And you know what? I think it's going to be easier said than done, because after yesterday, for me personally, confusion reigns. So along comes the mystery property to solve all our problems. Well, hopefully. It's got bags of character. Lynn was after character, wasn't she? It's also a fantastic business opportunity. That's a good thing. It's also got land for the deer alpacas. It's actually got more land than I think we've ever shown on the programme before. And it's remote. It's probably one of the remotest houses in England. Let's go for it.
The nearest village to our mystery property is Moreton Hampstead, some 6.5 miles away. Set in the heart of the Dartmoor National Park, the property's closest neighbour is a pub, which is situated just over a mile away. Our Grade 2 listed house comes with not 1, but 2 holiday cottages. It's also got a royal connection, but more about that later. First, let's see what they make of it.
Come on, you two.
Look at this.
That's something
Look at it.
special, isn't it?
One of a kind.
It is
Definitely.
so different from anything we could even have thought about.
So first impression's good.
Very
First
good.
impression's
Yes.
excellent.
Excellent.
Yes,
Oh, I
yeah,
like that.
yeah.
As you see, you've got little stables as well.
Yes, yes.
And quite a bit of land. About 18 acres to graze in, and then 575 acres to play around in.
Wow. That's monstrous.
And breathe, dear. And breathe.
I'm worrying how to look after all that.
You don't have to.
The animals do.
Yeah, the animals look after
They
it.
eat the grass. Yes.
You're saying all the right things.
We want to look inside.
The land is held under a very special leasehold arrangement, but that's all I'm saying for the moment. Back to the property, which has been extensively refurbished in a style that I'm hoping is to Peter and Lynn's taste.
First thing that hits you is this original stone floor. Mad, isn't it?
Lovely.
Yeah.
So here you've got a toilet there and a very useful utility room.
Oh, that really has got a lot of character.
You wanted cosy, if I remember rightly.
Yes, really nice. Really
Again,
nice.
there's stone floor everywhere.
Yes.
It's fantastic, isn't it?
Yeah.
And beams that have got good headroom as well.
Exactly,
Yeah,
even
yeah.
for you.
Yeah, even for me.
There's a wood burner there, also a little bread oven.
Yeah.
It's got an original 15th century window there as well.
Love it.
Smashing.
Yes.
Bags full of character.
Yes,
Nice.
really has.
That unique character feel continues next door in the kitchen.
Come on through. Very bright kitchen.
Lovely, lovely and light.
Just.
Very nice.
Not the largest,
No.
fair to say.
But practical. And even though it's clean lines, it's still got character with those windows.
Hasn't it just?
Stonework.
You like it?
I love
Very
it.
well done. Very well done.
Oh, excellent.
Downstairs seems to have hit the mark, so we'll head upstairs where the accommodation flows off a corridor and comprises of a family bathroom and 2 double bedrooms.
I'm liking it.
I'm liking you today. Honestly, I really am.
There's nothing wrong with the size of this when you think of the space around it.
Absolutely.
In the other rooms.
Yes.
Well, I think we should go and have a look at the business end of the equation, don't you?
Yes.
Come on then, let's go.
Like the house, both holiday cottages have been completely renovated. The first provides a generous dining kitchen, a family bathroom and a good-sized double bedroom, with a large reception room upstairs. But we'll take a look at the second cottage, which has a good income attached to it.
Let me take you to the 2-bedroom though. This has been established, if you like. Takes about 14 grand a year.
Does it?
Yeah.
that
So
sounds
14
good.
grand a year for that one, without this one.
Without this one?
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Very good.
Pretty impressive,
That's
isn't
very
it?
attractive.
And again, beautifully done. Should we go?
Let's have a look.
Yes.
Come on.
We're going upstairs to the main living room with its impressive vaulted roof.
That's another lovely room.
This is a lovely room, isn't it?
Yes.
And it's so thoughtfully been put together. There's
Yes.
All the remaining rooms are set out on the ground floor and consist of 2 bedrooms, one a nice-sized twin and the other a double with its own ensuite. There's also a bright modern kitchen and a shower room. Our mystery house presents them with a real one-off proposition, but at what price?
Let's talk money. What do you think it's on the market for?
Well, I think it's definitely over our budget.
Okay.
And I'll guess at £675,000.
Okay.
yeah, so I'll
it's
say
got so much-
685,000.
Okay, interesting. It's on the market for £675,000. Well done.
Oh.
And the reason it's not on the market for, 1.5 million or whatever, is actually it's leasehold.
Right, it's a leasehold property.
You know who the freeholder is?
Go on.
Duchy of Cornwall. Prince Charles.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So has that changed things for you?
I'm a great fan of Prince Charles, so I don't see a problem with that.
I like Prince Charles as well.
They could visit.
This property is currently held on a 39-year lease from the Duchy of Cornwall. There is often no automatic right of lease renewal. However, the Duchy regularly grants replacement agreements, subject to agreeing terms. Granted, our mystery property is over budget at £675,000, but that can be offset by the larger income potential from the 2 holiday lets. It gives Peter and Lynn a character home with a large living room and kitchen that retain their original features, along with 2 bedrooms. The 2 holiday cottages would earn them approximately £24,000 a year. Set in just over 590 acres of remote moorland, the dilemma has to be whether they could consider living here under a leasehold, which is held by the Duchy of Cornwall.
Peter's enthusiasm and infectious smile has been there throughout, but it's been a little bit more difficult to please our Lynn. The question is, have we shown them something that completely hits the mark? Let's find out. Let's talk about the properties. First one with the 4 acres of land. You rounded that corner with all the right intentions, and I'd say halfway through the search, you lost your mojo a bit.
Yeah. I think that's fair because the house didn't have all the capacity to accommodate our interests.
Right.
There was one living room there.
The view was amazing, though.
The view was stunning. I loved the view and I loved the land. The holiday let, it was quite small.
OK, well, let's move to the second property, and this one in the heart of the community.
The letting opportunity there was good and could be extended, but again, it was really feeling trapped into that living space with the combined kitchen and sitting room as one room, and there was nowhere to get away from Lynn.
That's nice, isn't it?
Yeah, charming.
No escape from the wife.
Yeah. Let's talk about the mystery property.
I find myself on the road to Damascus being completely changed from wanting to be in the centre of a community with lots of space within the house to finding that wonderful property out on the moors with no neighbour in sight. Lynn, not so sure.
I would need to think about it a bit more. I think it is really remote.
But you were the one that was quite for being remote.
I know.
And I didn't want so much land.
Honestly, you have so confused me over the last 2 days.
We're confused ourselves.
I think you have. I hope that you do find your dream property here in Devon. It's been fabulous being with you. It really has. So cheers, and let's hope our paths cross again.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Cheers.
All the best.
Cheers. Thank you.
Peter and Lynn's Devon adventure has come to an end. I think it's fair to say that we did finish on something of a high, but boy, has it been confusing, because I'm not really convinced that they actually knew what they wanted. The proof being that they went off the original wish list pretty early on. Sometimes you think you've got a clear idea of what you want, and then wham, your heart rules your head. And that's exactly what happened with Peter. I think it'll take him quite a while, though, to convince our Lynn, but I hope he does, because I think they'll both be happy in this beautiful county. Until next time, bye-bye.
If you'd like to escape...
Summertime in Britain means just one thing, doesn't it? Cream teas. So I'm in luck. I'm at a county show where yesterday the team behind me made the largest scone in the world. So you're probably guessing one of 2 counties. But have you got the right one? Find out in a minute.
In today's show, I'll be helping a dynamic couple who are keen to earn their keep from their move to the country. We get off to a bumpy start.
I don't know why. It doesn't blow me away.
Then things look more hopeful. And finally, our mystery house puts them completely in a spin.
And breathe, dear. And breathe.
I'm worrying how to look after all that.
So, did you plump for the right one? Well, today I'm in Devon in the West Country. Now, the eagle-eyed amongst you will have spotted that because the jam is on the cream, whereas in Cornwall, the cream is on the jam. Now, both counties are fiercely proud of their cream tea tradition, and it was here at the county show in 2010 that the Devonians launched a campaign to claim the cream tea as their very own by protecting it under EU rules, a bit like champagne. So it's a good thing that the landscape around here offers you plenty of opportunity to work off the calories. I can't resist it. I've got to have one more bite. Exactly are today's house hunters looking for. Let's meet them, shall we?
Peter and Lynn have lived in this 4-bed chalet bungalow in Winchester in Hampshire for 16 years. With Peter just taking redundancy from his job at the council and Lynn ready to give up her post as a clerical assistant, now seems the perfect time to follow their dream of moving to the countryside to start a new business venture.
Well, when we moved to the country, we were really hoping to run a holiday let business if possible to generate an income for us.
They've agreed on a move to Devon, but whether it's a village location or somewhere more isolated is up for debate.
Pete is more interested in being closer to a village, but I don't mind being slightly more remote if that gives us the opportunity to have some land. I'm quite interested in having some alpacas, although Peter's not quite so keen.
Peter may not share Lynn's alpaca dream, but they do agree on the requirements for inside the property.
We'd like to have a cosy lounge to relax in. It would be nice to have a study as well, wouldn't it? And also, the kitchen doesn't have to be massive, as long as we've got a reasonable sized kitchen. And we'd like preferably 3 bedrooms upstairs so that we can have visitors to come and stay. But we really like something characterful, even quirky.
And with the wish list all set out, they've got a clear idea on how much they've got to spend.